Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of #Anime Talk. This is episode 68. I'm your host, Mr. Lennon Burton, joined by my disrespectful co-host, as always, Mr. Krista SJE. I just want the Anime Talk community, the fans of Haikyuu, to know how much disrespect I endure defending Haikyuu on a regular basis to this guy. It's so bad that it really upsets me. Like in my anime fan side of me, not our friendship, because I don't give a fuck what you like, but on my anime fan side of me, to see someone whose opinion I respect so much just disrespect arguably the greatest sports anime of all time is just so hurtful.
Now see, you know what I'm saying? I know how it feels to be an Attack on Titan hater and not understand the hype, and then I know what it feels like to be caught up on Attack on Titan and understand the hype and be super fucking pissed off at the niggas who just disrespect
That's how I feel
Attack on
right
Titan
now.
based off of season 1. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm trying to look up if Haikyuu had a season in 2018, but I know for sure niggas would say that was the hottest volleyball anime of the year. Not when Horikoshi Receive dropped. I know you know that's the English version. It just dropped in America. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
out of here with that, my guy. Get out of here with that. Don't talk. I'm so sick of all you magical girl fan niggas just hitting up my DMs and talking to me about. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And that's one. Like,
and for the record, I don't fuck with the magical girl genre. I haven't seen nothing like that. But Horikoshi Receive,
get that out of here. Yo,
Iwakakaru, for girls, Liddy, bro.
Haikyuu fans, go get in this nigga's DMs and go get on his.
And I'm not gonna lie, I can't talk shit. All I'm gonna say is I can't talk shit about Haikyuu from episode 6 or episode 7, wherever I dropped it at. I was like somewhere halfway through season 1, and I was like, man,
five, 6 episodes. That's all you watch. The nigga's not even in high school yet. That's the crazy thing. Like, he's not so even lame, in his team. Like, don't talk to me.
I gotta go back. I'm gonna give it another try. I'm gonna get back to y'all. I promise I will. Like, because the thing with me is, I had no interest in watching Full Metal Alchemist, no interest in watching Attack on Titan. Watched the first few episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. I was like, boring.
Have I ever steered you wrong? Like, I know
that's anime blasphemy, but I knew it as I said it. That's why when I went back to Full Metal Alchemist, I finished watching it to the end. When I got to on Attack on Titan, I finished watching it till season 3. I'm like, I have to have a full. I hate when people do that about One Piece. I have to have a full ingestion of it before I can talk shit. So
I gotta say, my batting average is high. My suggestion, batting average high.
Full Metal. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting to have no redeeming quality from Full Metal Alchemist, but I could see it being in people's top 10. It's in my top 10. A lot of people, it's in their number 1, but it doesn't make my top 3. But I'll put it in my top 10. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great story.
It deserves
great characters. And the thing is, I didn't understand why it deserved. Whenever people said number 1 favorite anime, I was like, fuck out of here. I was like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm like, I remember watching that as a kid. You feel me? On Adult Swim. I was like, I didn't really fuck with it, like talking about. But I wasn't really old enough to grasp. I guess I watched Full Metal Alchemist first before Brotherhood.
And Brotherhood's the one. I tell people, don't even bother with the Full Metal Alchemist. Don't bother with that.
I didn't watch it like as an adult, but I'm saying Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Attack on Titan were 2 shows that I hated off of the strength of the first season. Bleach was one of those episodes. I mean, not Bleach. Bleach and Black Clover were 2 of those shows where episode 1 I couldn't get past it. The episode 1 was just so bad for me. But I even like Black Clover and Bleach now to this day, getting further. I'm not caught up on Bleach, but I'm like, in the fucking, I'm after the Ukiura arc, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm
still further than you, crazy. And I passed your ass up. I had to stop because like I'm just waiting for the new one.
You for a second, then I just stopped, and then you passed me up, and you've been going ever since. You feel me? Are you at the 1000 Blood War arc?
I'm at the arc right before it.
Okay, so you're around it. You almost caught up.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm just waiting for the anime to drop.
I know how it feels being in the Attack on Titan hate club and the Full Metal Alchemist hate club, and now being on the Full Metal Alchemist fan club and the Attack on Titan stan club. So I understand the reason why people get mad at other shit. So I do tend to shy away from saying I don't like certain shit before giving it a full try.
That's what I'm saying.
But Haikyuu is one of them things that shit gotta grow exponentially to grow on me, bro. Like,
that's what I'm just give it a shot. That's all I'm gonna say. Just give, because my batting average is high when it comes to suggestions on this show, and that's one that I stand behind firmly. But we got a lot to get into. 2021's looking to be like an amazing year, and let's start off with the news. So starting off, we got the My Hero Season 5 trailer. It's coming March 27th, 2021. We just see the beginning, like, stages of the arc. I'm very interested to see Do we get the end of her training arc and My Villain Academia? Gonna be interesting to see if we get both, but we're definitely gonna learn a lot about Deku in One for All this season. Crystal, what'd you think about the trailer? Are you excited for the new season?
I'm excited for the new season. Me not being a manga reader, you know what I'm saying? The new season trailers, like I remember I felt like this a little bit with the last season trailer too. I was hyped for it, but I didn't know what to expect because I just saw a bunch of new characters. I saw a bunch of new areas or a bunch of new scenery
Yeah.
backgrounds or whatever. But at the same time, I don't know what's about to happen. Like even knowing that there's a League of Villains arc coming up, and spoiler alert, another arc coming up too that everybody's been referencing on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know shit. Like I'm one of the people who I could duck spoilers fairly easily. You feel me? So I'll be ducking all of my heroes spoilers, and I always regret not reading the manga. But I'm glad we getting these seasons back to back. Like we get the season every year at this point, and I feel like it's catching me up quick enough to where like I still want to read the manga, but it's not making it to where I'm going too long without my hero content.
Also, I think we need to talk about Horikoshi at Jump Festa. This took a lot of people by surprise. And I personally, I'm going to give my thoughts once I say it, but Horikoshi said that My Hero may be ending soon. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And a lot of people were talking about it. A lot of people were taking it as fact, like, oh, My Hero's about to end. Look, to me, the story is how Deku became the greatest hero of all time. There's no way the story's about to end now. I think we have at least 6 more years of My Hero at a minimum. That's if they decide not to do any spinoffs. That's if we don't get Vigilantes anime. And like Horikoshi at one point said we were only getting 2 movies. We're now getting a third, probably a fourth. Like he said, this reminds me of when Oda's like, oh yeah, One Piece is 80% done and we still have 2-3 more years. And now he's saying 80% done. Like, there's no way My Hero is about to end anytime soon, especially because Shonen Jump knows what they have. The partnership with Marvel shows me that they're learning how they handle things. Like they're not about to do their superhero universe like this. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I believe it, but I don't believe it as far as the universe. Like whenever he says, My Hero Academia is about to end, I feel
My
like
Hero
maybe My Hero
proper,
Academia.
and
You know what
then
I'm
we
saying?
get,
Like
and
whenever
then
you
we
say
get
the
like
story of
My Hero
Deku,
Shippuden. We might get the
exactly.
continuation.
And I feel like he may put things into place to where Deku will be the main character of the next season, but it won't be the same series. Like it won't be all the same main
He'll be out of
characters.
school.
Exactly. It'll be like the real world and it won't be the same. Like he won't be in his class anymore. He'll be in the real world. I feel like certain people in his class are going to take the back seat. Certain people in his class are going to take place as big people in the world. And then we're going to see a new generation come up. And at the same time, we're going to see other shit. Like I feel like My Hero Academia being over is just saying we're about to end this. Like it's like Chainsaw Man going from part 1 to part 2. Because when you get to the end of part 1 in the manga, like no spoiler alert, but you see it's clearly when it restarts, it's not going to be the same energy. Like it's taking a whole different direction. So, and I really like that kind of shit because Naruto Shippuden is just like a time skip and it's same story. It just picks up from where it
But
left
see,
off
I
after
feel
time
like
skip.
I feel like it's gonna be a time skip. Like I feel like
Well, no, there has to be a time skip,
there's
but I'm
no
just saying
way
it's going to be more than just a time skip.
there's no way we deal with Shigaraki and everything All for One has within My Hero proper. Like that's why I don't even think it's gonna be like new generation. Like no, like I do think we're gonna get that, but I think that's later down the line with spinoffs and whatnot. I think it's gonna be My Hero Agency where Deku's like in his agency and like we got to deal with Shigaraki. Like it's time. Like it's time to do the final war type shit leading
And
up
my
to
thing
that.
is, I feel like they're gonna do that, but at the same time, they're gonna end My Hero Academia. And like how you said, My Hero Agency, that's a great name. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're gonna probably do something like that to be like My Hero something else. It's like not the school, but it's like My
Yeah.
Hero grown-ups, and it's gonna be like completely different setting, completely different ages, time skip. But it's like Naruto Shippuden was anime only. Like Naruto was just Naruto as far as the manga, right?
That's
If I'm not
true.
mistaken.
Yeah.
It's like same thing with One Piece. It's just One Piece, but I wish they would do like a new world kind of thing, but the anime is just One Piece too. You feel me? But I feel like My Hero is definitely gonna break off as far as anime and a manga, and I feel like that's gonna be different. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't
Like
be mad
Dragon
at
Ball
that.
and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. But like I said, I just don't think Horikoshi is ending it anytime soon. But excited March 27th. We know what's going to be on that spring watch. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be on that spring watch.
And I hope he ain't ended it no time soon. And I hope like we're both theorizing that he's ending a chapter or whatever, and then like he's gonna go on to like building the world and keep going with the original story and just have a bunch of other pieces at play. But at the same time, bro, I I really don't want that shit to really end in 6 years. Like, what if he's
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm really dropping out the game. But if I know anything about Shonen Jump, they crack that fucking
That's
whip.
what I'm
So
saying. They're not about to let him go nowhere.
2 movies. You thought you might want to do 2 movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he legit thought he was only gonna do 2 movies. Nigga, we on 3. We about to do 4 next year. Get ready. You're in this for the long haul.
You know what's fucked up? You know what I just thought of that I really hope he doesn't do?
Mhm.
He's overseeing vigilantes, but what if he ends My Hero? He's like, that's the only one I'm writing. Everything else I'm giving to everybody else. I'm just gonna oversee it, direct it, and let all these spinoffs go on. And even the future, I'll let the future of My Hero, like with Deku's adult life.
That I don't want.
That's what I'm saying.
He has to do Deku's adult life. All the other spinoffs, I do see other people doing though.
And I definitely see the spinoff, but like he's already showing you that he's not scared to get. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I just don't want My Hero's future to get the Boruto treatment.
Same. No, I agree 100%. Next up, we got a full Promised Neverland trailer. Now we get to see what the season's about. We're seeing them in the forest with some demons. Chris, what'd you think of this trailer? Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. I like the first trailer a lot, the short one, but this is just like a little bit longer. It gives you a little bit more. I got a more clear look of one of the demonic entities, and I'm excited because I already know it's about to be action-packed, more action-packed than the first season. And if I know anything about the first season, it didn't give me I'm not saying it didn't give me exceptional action, but it wasn't like your typical action anime, and you didn't get a lot of those typical action-y scenes that people wow over, like with the Tournament of Power, or the, you know what I'm saying, or the My Hero Academia great fight scenes, but a lot I kind of seen without even giving you that.
Yeah.
Just the fact that they're about to start giving us that, like not fight scenes, but more action scenes.
We see Emma training with the bow already. Shit's gonna be litty. That means people picking up Blicky soon enough. I'm excited. It's coming.
Bruh,
So Promised Neverland season 2.
Harper.
Promised Neverland season 2 is gonna be great. So we got a lot to look forward to that. But speaking of the spring is gonna be jam-packed. Eden Zero, April 2021. Look, we're reviewing that. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. We're reviewing Eden Zero. It has to be done. It's one of me and Chris's favorite. And we're going to do a video about the 5 reasons why you should check it out. So be on the lookout for that. But like,
GOAT.
I'm excited for Eden Zero. I'm going to save all my thoughts on why people should be excited for that for the other video. You can go check that out. But like, just had to drop the news, April 2021.
Facts, but I'm super excited for this one. Like, I just got to see a trailer at this point. At this point, give us a trailer.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So that's what we got on that. But speaking of Chainsaw Man, last week you were wondering, what would that second part be about? Will Denji be in it? Will he won't? Well, I got it for you.
I didn't know this news.
At Jump Festa, they said on Saturday, they revealed that the second part of Chainsaw Man will feature the manga's school arc where Denji will be going to school. How do you feel about that?
This is news to me. Like, you telling me this is my first time hearing it.
I didn't say it to you. I didn't send it to you previously on purpose.
Whew. Well, that changes things a little bit. I definitely got faith in Fujimoto because, like, just his storytelling, and artwork. You know what I'm saying? His storytelling, I know he's not gonna fail. You feel me? But at the same time, I'm tired of typical school settings. And I'm sitting there like, bro, this is like some adult type shit. Like, I know he's a younger dude, but like he's kind of growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's not like no huge time skips or anything.
But he's a dingy. He ain't never been to school ever.
And that's my thing. Like, I know for sure one of my favorite parts about Chainsaw Man, you know, I do love all the aspects of it, as far as like the horror aspects, the action aspects, the shonen aspects, the seinen aspects, but comedy, that's like one of my favorite things about Chainsaw Man. It's got dark humor, weird humor, and just, you know, blunt in your face humor. Definitely a lot of visual humor with like the faces and everything. But like, I'm not gonna lie, if it keeps that same comedy energy, I'm be excited, but I hope it keeps all the other energy as well. Cause I love the gumbo of it.
Look, I can't speak too much. I'm catching up slowly, but like, interesting. The school arc, just wanted to throw that out there for Chainsaw Man fans, because
cool.
I know Chris was speculating, and I knew this was gonna hit him left. He thought he was going somewhere completely different, but no, we're going to school.
Like, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I didn't know what to expect. Like, when you were about to say it, I'm like, okay, so you about to tell me about what's the next arc gonna be? So I'm like, all right, what is it? And I don't want to say nothing, but like, I'm thinking all kind of shit in my head, but school art.
School art.
That nigga Denji is past school, bro. This nigga Denji got chainsaws his hands, nigga. Denji past school. Even if he don't got, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, even if they do something in the future, like, this nigga Denji is a fool. Like, he too dumb for school, too. Like, he one of them characters, like, what? There's like Goku getting a school arc. It's like,
school art.
you know, Goku, you're a grown man and you never went to school. It's like a spin-off fucking show about slice of life Goku in school.
Well, we're gonna find out soon enough, but I just want to let you know what was coming. But next up, I'm so excited. This got announced. Record of Ragnarok. We got a trailer. Look, for people who don't know what this is, basically, Earth is ending. The gods want to destroy humanity. They're fed up. They're done with them. And one of the God's assistants, of Valkyrie, was like, we need to do Ragnarok because it's the right thing. She believes in humanity. And what Ragnarok is, it's a tournament of all of humanity's greatest fighters coming to take on the gods. You'll see I don't want to spoil any names, but I'll give you one. The first man, Adam, will be in the show. He'll be taking on people. You'll see different people from history, like maybe a Jack the Ripper. Like, there's so many it's one of those. It's not like it's literally throughout the worlds, their greatest heroes versus the different gods. You may see like God. You may see Zeus. You may see Odin. Like, just different niggas. Me and Chris have been arguing about this in our chat for a while, but like, I'm letting you people know. This is not God of High School, where it's just about fights. This is not Baki, just about fights. The story in this is amazing, and the action is just as great to follow suit. I'm just telling you, man, this is one that people need to be excited for. Are you excited?
Hell yeah, I'm excited for this one. First of all, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm Joe's God. You feel me? I'm Joe's God. I need to change my name on Twitter to Joe's God, bro. I Joe stuff at first instinct. But as soon as I first saw the screenshots and I saw a lot of things from like, what is the main promotional picture?
Yeah.
I saw that shit. I was like, Baki, we getting Baki, a new Baki, but new Baki alert. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know too much about it. And this, before I spoke with you about it, I had all these preconceived notions about it, and I was like, this could be cool, but I'm gonna make fun of it before it drops. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, then we talked and you told me a little bit about it, like with the you know, the Adam and everything. And then I was like, wait, you told me about this like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, almost like two. I don't know how long ago it was.
Thank you. I'm so happy you say this because, like, I have.
As soon as you said Jack the Ripper and Adam, you told me about this in detail, how you were fucking with it super hard. I think, matter of fact, you may have told me that last year on the way to like
Comic-Con.
one of the conventions.
Yeah, to the convention,
I remember you told me about it, and I was super hyped. I was like, that shit does sound dope as fuck. But I never went back and read the manga. But just off of the promotional image, I was bullshitting off of it. But the trailer, you know what I'm saying? We got everything we need. I'm just ready for it. Like, I'm actually excited to see what it's about, especially because I'm big on story and I am big on action. The reason why I didn't like God of High School is because it was all action to me.
Yeah.
And apparently people who read the manga or the manhwa,
they didn't do a good enough job explaining.
The webtoon. Yeah, definitely. They definitely didn't adapt it as well as the source material, from what I hear. Because the people who read the source material are like literally stands,
they love it.
And even they are critical of the anime. So I could understand. Hopefully Ragnarok don't do that.
I pray to God it doesn't, because it's an amazing story and just can't wait for that. That's something 2021 as well. 2021's jam-packed. That's going to be something huge. This next story, I'm going to let you cook. This is a let Krista cook segment because I know the anger is coming. I'm just going to say this. I need this company to stop doing these announcements until we see one of the things they're making. So Netflix is making a Yu Yu Hakusho live action.
Okay.
Krista, I know we've talked this podcast through and through about live actions. I'm just saying I need to see the Bebop before I can judge any of this other stuff. But how do you feel about it?
I thought you about to go super left. Like, I was like, what is about it? Is Bandai doing some shit? I thought you were setting up for a Bandai spike. But the Yu Yu Hakusho, me and Otaku guy got into it, but we was arguing on the timeline about that because I'd seen a picture of like the manga, like a promotional picture of it, but they didn't use the live action characters. It was just like a picture of the manga, and it was in Japanese. I didn't translate it. I just quote retweeted. I was like, let's go. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. About like new Yu Yu Hakusho content. Let's get it. And Otaku guy hit me up instantly. Was like, no, bro, stop. You tripping? Really? You read it. So I went back. I translated it. I'm like, stage play. I am more
Well, no, it's gonna be
willing
a
to watch
live.
a
It's
stage
gonna be
play.
like it's not gonna be a stage play. It's gonna be like a live action like American live
Wait, so
action.
this is a live action show?
America's doing a live action show. Yes.
I heard about
like
the
I
stage
said, like
play,
the
and I heard about
Bebop.
shit like that.
It's gonna be like Bebop, like One Piece, live action to fill in their anime like live action American style stuff. That's why niggas was like Blake Griffin used to play Kuwabara. Clowning.
I don't want to touch. I don't want fucking. I don't want Netflix to touch One Piece, but they're doing that, and me and you are both fearful of that. At the same
Big
time, they do a
time.
good job. I'll give them props. You feel me? Same time, they're doing Cowboy Bebop, and you know how weary I am and how scared I am of that shit, especially with all these fucking announcements and no trailer, no nothing, just announcements. But this one,
This is another just announcement.
this is one that I'm physically like,
I
don't
feel
touch
the
that.
same way about One Piece that I feel about this. It's like how are you if you're not putting in millions and millions of dollars budget into this? It's gonna look bad because like
Not America,
yes,
bro. Don't use
I
Kate Turner,
know
my nigga.
I know the first arc is very what's the word I'm looking for? Very like misleading in how much money you need to spend. Like the most you think is the eyes on Hiei, but no. Wait till you go to the Saint Beast arc and you have to go to the demon world and climb up the demon tower and we have to see Kuwabara fight a big tiger man. Like what are we talking about, bro? The amount of money that has to go into this to make this look good has to be a lot. And that's what I'm saying. I need to see how One Piece is going to look first. I need to see how Bebop is going to look first before I can judge this, because if they don't look good, there's no way I'm buying you. We're going to make Yu Yu Hakusho look good, let alone if the story is good. I'm talking about just aesthetics right now, because I can't judge the story until I definitely watch the Bebop series. But even then, I have to watch the One Piece series because that's truly shonen, and that'll show me if you can adapt something like Yu Yu Hakusho. So there's so many levels to this that where I'm like, Netflix, can you just please give us one of these first before we get a Naruto announcement, a Black Clover announcement, all these things you're doing? Like, I need at least just one. I need to see one. Because right now, all we can judge it on is Death Note. And like you said, Light Turner is ass.
Facts. I want to expound upon all your points. I thought it was going to be one or two, but like definitely whenever you said give us one before you give us all these announcements, I'm going to elaborate on that by saying, bro, it sounds like y'all got too much dip on y'all chip. It sounds like y'all trying to live action Shonen Jump
Yeah,
crossover.
pretty
Like,
much.
what? We're doing One Piece Dragon Ball crossover live action next. It's like, nigga, hold up now. Y'all doing too fucking much right now. Y'all give us a One Piece announcement, not Death Note, One Piece announcement, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho announcement. Who gave y'all good reviews on the Bleach announcement? Who gave y'all good reviews on the Full Metal Alchemist? I don't know if Netflix did it, Full Metal Alchemist.
No, it was just that's the Japanese version. Both of those are Japanese. These are strictly
but I don't know if they were Netflix Japanese. Like I think Full Metal Alchemist was Netflix Japanese. Like it was exclusive out there.
But this is completely different. Like this is American. Like these are the people who did The Witcher. Like this is when you have to judge. Like Witcher, Altered Carbon. Like it's the American studio.
Man, shout out my bro. Shout out the boy, Mother's Basement on YouTube. I watched one of his videos like the other day, and he was talking about. I didn't watch the full video, but he was talking about Wix. I don't know if you know what Wix is. It's like the little fairies. It's like a little cartoon, like little fairy girls.
They're doing a live action of that too, and it doesn't look good.
The trailer looks horrible because they didn't capture the aesthetic. They went completely left. And the thing is, if you're gonna adapt something, a lot of people don't really understand that concept in the post 2015 era, I guess, but people don't understand the fact that if you adapt something, you're not adapting it for people who don't know what it is. You're adapting it for that fan base, because if you adapt it and the people who don't know what it is are curious, the only thing they have to go off of is what people are saying. So when that trailer drops and the shit don't capture the same aesthetic, the fans are like, no, send it back. And the fans who don't know are sitting there like, yeah, that shit look whack. And they really don't know, but at the same time, you're killing yourself before you even really get started. Now with the Light Turner shit, the whole Death Note, the reason why that was trash is because Death Note is what? Like psychological thriller, horror, mystery. They took all that element out and they went straight horror. They said, oh, y'all have a great story about like the mental fight between Light and L and the whole back and forth. It's like, how does he do it? Whack, Japanese niggas are weird. Let's turn this into Final Destination. You missed the whole point of why anyone would want to make an adaptation of Death Note. So when you do Yu Yu Hakusho, it's like, what are you going to do? Are we not going to get Hiei Kurama? Are we just going to get Yusuke dies and then a season of like a super long season of just him as a ghost. Remember the first 3 or 4 episodes of Yu
The
Yu Hakusho
worst.
before he came back to life?
Yeah, I
What if they
know.
made that? Like, what if they made a whole live action series based off of just that? We don't get none of the demon shit, or they try to make it work where they write it into the thing where Yusuke's still dead,
Or they love the idea of him being a spirit detective, and they make it like he has to solve mysteries.
No Saint Beast arc, no Rambo arc, not Rambo, Rando arc, no fucking Dark Tournament Taguro arc. Like, first of all, I don't want to see that shit anyway. I doubt that they're gonna get these characters looking good.
I didn't even go as far as Taguro, because I'm like, you got to prove to me with the Saint Beast before I could even buy Taguro, let alone Rando.
Like, Taguro ain't even really look right in Jump Force, and that's a fucking video game. I'm sitting there like, you can't even capture Taguro's essence. They did a good job, the closest they could, but like, nigga, Taguro is meant for like that animation style. Like, that's why I don't even like really think about Yu Yu Hakusho getting rebooted or reanimated, because they did such a great job. Like the Dark Tournament arc, when you get to these Hiei Bui fights or just any fights with Dragon Darkness Flame, really, the director made it a point to make everything cinematic and every moment hit hard, to where
like, it's gonna take a lot for me to believe an actor is Hiei doing hitting them with the flame. Like, it's gonna take a lot for me to believe that.
I can't get jiggy with it, bro, unless you got Justin Cook ass in there as Yusuke. And I'll hear that voice. If I don't hear that Yusuke voice, what kind of live action person could deliver the attitude that Yusuke
And also,
delivers?
the thing is, if it's American, this is something me and Schubert talked about, because this news came out right before Bros Who Binge dropped. They have to, with Cowboy Bebop, with One Piece, I expect to see different races, because like One Piece, Luffy is Brazilian, Zoro's Japanese, like Nami is a Swedish girl, Sanji's from France, Frankie's from America. Like, it's all different races and nationalities. With Yu Yu Hakusho, I better see Kuwabara and Yusuke as Japanese kids. That's a fact. Like, they have to
definitely don't want them to whitewash this shit.
Like,
I love white people, but don't whitewash
look,
this
the
shit.
demons, you can make Kurama and Hiei white dudes. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that, because like, they're demons. But Yusuke, Kuwabara, Keiko, and all the friends and family have to be Japanese people. They just have to be.
Man, they turned Light Yagami into Light Turner. Them niggas are in there in that fucking Netflix office. They're like, Yusuke, you're a Messi. Nah, Steven Johnson. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Andy
fucking Stevenson. Let's get it, bro. MC. Bro, the thing is, I would actually be hyped if they did if it was like a black lead, you feel me? Like a black Yusuke, and then you get like a Blake Griffin looking like white boy Kuwabara, you know what I'm saying? And they get like a
you would
diverse
be okay with that, but niggas would not be like, you can't do that. You can't do it. Has to be.
It'll be a fun adaptation. Like, let me know that shit is not gonna be nowhere near what Yu Yu Hakusho the story. Let me know, like, if it's gonna be bullshit. Because the thing with Death Note is they fucking flipped it, but they tried to make it seem like it was the same story, but flipped it. It's like, don't even make that shit seem like the same story. Let me know I'm in an alternate reality version of Yu Yu Hakusho before you start this shit. Because don't destroy everything my childhood has built up with this one. You know what I'm saying?
I had to get your take on it, because I knew it was gonna be something. Because like,
that shit dropped in '92 and it still looked good. Don't tell me we need a live action version.
When I saw the news for that, I was like, ooh, geez, oh man. But speaking of Death Note, the series creator Mirai Kakashi made a manga called Platinum Inn. We're now going to animate for it in fall 2021. This is the story of what it's. Oh no, that is not the anime creator's name. That is the main character's name. Well, the creator of Death Note made a story called Platinum Inn. We're getting it in anime form fall 2021. This is what it's about. Mirai Kakahashi is a young student fed up with life of a life of abuse from his uncle and aunt who raised him since his parents' death, but is saved by a guardian angel called Nahas. And after attempting to commit suicide upon learning from Nahas that his foster parents were responsible for the death of his father and mother, Mirai uses the power she bestows upon him in order to confront and enact justice. However, Mirai's ordeals are just beginning as Nahas informs him that God will retire in 999 days, and there are 13 candidates to replace him were selected, including Mirai himself. To make matters worse, not only can Mirai not refuse to take part in the contest to decide the next God, but among the other candidates, there are those capable of anything to win, including killing all the other competition as soon as possible. So it seems like we're about to get a big battle to the death to see who's about to be God. This sounds interesting, especially coming from the Death Note creator. I'm excited for this. We got a little teaser trailer. It looked pretty good. Chris, being the Death Note stan that you are you excited for this? Platinum's Inn.
Super
This
fucking
may be the
excited.
best of 2021. This may be like one of those sleepers.
You never know. With me, Death Note was such a iconic manga anime for so many different reasons. You know what I'm saying? But this one is one that I've been eyeing for at least a couple years. I don't know how long it's been out, but I want to say I've been seeing it on the Books a Million, Barnes and Noble shelves for at least a year. But ever since I first saw it in Barnes and Noble, I remember the exact moment. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I see it. I don't even put two and two together as the same mangaka from Death Note when I first see it. I just look at it. The fucking manga cover is holographic. Every single one of them. I'm looking at it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is beautiful. And I don't know if you've seen the some of the manga covers. It's a beautiful art style. It's like it reminds me of what Death Note would look like in like a sci-fi fantasy kind of world. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely like that because he draws very regular looking characters. Like he doesn't have the Goku Gon
Oh yeah, they
hair.
look
He
pretty
has
wild.
yeah,
I'm
they
digging
look like
this.
some. They got a lot of they feel very real. Like a lot of his I like his character design because you know he has a lot of emotion and just expressions. You know what I'm saying? And he's good at that. And the thing is, this has been on my to read list for like a strong year, so or maybe more than that, since the first time I've seen it. And I've just been putting it off to read other shit, watch other shit, and this is just the perfect way for me to get into it. Like you giving me an anime adaptation, I'll watch the first season of it. If I like the first season enough, like I'm reading Fire Force, you know what I'm saying? Of the strength of how much I love the second season.
Oh man, you
I
passed
read,
me up. Now I need to get. I gotta jump in.
I'm not too far. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too far yet, you feel me? But I'm definitely, it's on my to read. I've been reading Eden Zero a lot lately too, all kind of shit. So I'm like, I'm catching up. Like I caught up with Demon Slayer all the way after season 1. So I imagine this anime could it's gonna be the thing that finally gets me to dive all the way into the Platinum in fandom.
I'm excited about it. Now that you showed me because the trailer got me hyped, but seeing the covers and the artwork for it, this
Beautiful.
looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. So we will keep you up to date. But this might be reviewed come fall 2021. But next up, we got something else dropping in January 2021. Kimono Jihin. Basically, I sent you the trailer for that. The trailer dropped, and in a quiet rural village, a strange incident occurs where many domestic animals die unnatural deaths. To resolve the incident, an odd-looking man from Tokyo who goes by the name Inugami comes to town to investigate. In the town, he meets a young boy who has a mysterious air about him called Dorotabo. So Krista, this is a trailer I sent you where it had the little boy and they had like the dude with like the ponytail yellow with the gun and like they had animals just dying everywhere and they had a frog that was fighting them. It looked pretty weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of crazy. I remember whenever the trailer originally dropped on the timeline, I had like retweeted it or quote retweeted it saying something like, I know Bakugo when I see him because that little nigga looked like Bakugo, one of the
He
characters in there,
does.
and I was just bullshitting. But Buku people replied to that shit. Like I think Otaku God, I want to say, hit me up and he was like, "Oh son, I'm reading that. That shit's gas. I can't wait for the adaptation." And I saw Fade come on there. Fade was like, "Oh yeah, I'm hyped for this one. I seen something." I was like, "Wait, so am I the only nigga that's not on this?" I was like, "What the fuck?" I felt kind of played. I'm like, "Hold up, son. I'm supposed to be the weeb god. I've never heard of Kimono Jihin before." I'm like,
Fade
"Why
was
is
on
this
it.
little?"
That makes me feel like I'm late too because I saw Pineapple tweeting about it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting there like, "What the fuck?" So I'm looking at it like maybe it's the name. So I look. Like when you send me this trailer, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of hyped for it. I'm kind of just I'm hyped to see what it's about, see
This
where
is
it
the
goes.
one trailer where I'm like, okay, I this is cool, but I need to see more from it.
Exactly, because I don't know if I'm
Out of
how into it
all
I
the
am.
ones we talked about, this is like the least interesting one. But
This
like you
might be a
said,
Bleach.
so many people said it was good to where I was like, all right, man, got to put it in the notes. So
People are hype about this shit. And I'm like, okay, I'm always down to see what the hype is about. But like I said, this
January
might be
10th.
a Bleach Black Clover for me. The episode 1 is might make it or break it if I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It may be a great anime, but if I don't fuck with episode 1 or 2 and I drop it, and then season 3 comes out, I'm like, man, fuck that shit. Get on my ass if it's great. I'll check out the first 3 seasons. But the first season, y'all gotta win me over quick with this one because I don't know how high my attention span is in 2021 when we're getting Shaman King, Bleach, Attack on Titan, still getting JJK. Like it's gonna be a lot of shit to watch. And if this, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm my own personal watching list Shonen Jump. Some shit could get the axe.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
so we're
saying?
gonna see January 10th. We'll know about Kimono Jihi or Jihin, but we'll know soon enough. But also in the beginning of the year, April 2021, we're getting Tokyo Revengers. We got a trailer for this, and I am hype. I started reading the manga after the first trailer. and this story is great. This is right up your delinquent alley. So this is what it's about. Watching the news, Takamichi Hanagaki learns that his girlfriend from way back in middle school, Hinata Tachibana, has died. The only girlfriend he's ever had was just killed by a villainous group known as the Tokyo Manjin Gang. He lives in a crappy apartment with thin walls and has 6 years younger boss, treats him like an idiot. Plus, he's a complete internal virgin. At the height of his rock bottom life, he suddenly leaps 12 years back to his middle school days to save Hinata and change the life he spent running away from. Hopelessly, part-timer Takamichi must aim for the top of Kanto's most sinister delinquent gang and join up to save his girlfriend. And basically, he joins a gang, and it's about his delinquent lifestyle. Shit is crazy. The action is amazing. The trailer showed a lot of cool aesthetic characters. I am hyped for this. Chris, are you hyped for Tokyo Revengers?
Facts, man. I'm hyped for fucking fucking Black Clover Hero Academia Force Hakusho. I'm definitely hyped for this one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit remind me of Black Clover Hero Academia, fucking Hakusho Force, Hakusho Force Brotherhood, nigga. Like this shit, I done seen so many familiar character designs. Like these character designs look like fucking Asta, Yuno, goddamn fucking. I seen like a cool bar looking ass nigga.
All the blind people, the dude with the ponytail and the long hair, dude. Like, nah,
that's why I had Force, bro. Son look like Arthur. One of them homies look like fucking my son from fucking Fullmetal Alchemist. You feel me? I don't know. It looks cool though. The thing is, I'm super hyped for this one. I got a jokes off it because the character designs, like when you first see Homeboy with the black hair and the curly black hair, who does that look like, low key? It low key looks like it look like if Asta and fused. Shit is weird. That shit creeped me out a little bit. Just seeing the still of him look like that. And I'm not gonna lie, the trailer made me hyped for this because first of all, I saw the delinquent shit, and delinquent high school anime is my favorite kind of anime. Like the Yu Yu Hakusho introduced me to that bag. There's another bag called like Kyokara Oriwa or something like that with like a dude with long spiky hair, wears a face mask sometimes, and his blonde haired kid, and there's kind of badass delinquents. Put on a while back too, and I read a little bit of it, like a chapter. So, what was the one you put me on? It was like some fucking delinquent shit.
Oh, you talking about the I know you're talking about on Funimation. You talking about IVCP or something like that.
It was some kind of manga. It was like I want to say it was saying.
Oh, you talking about manga? Oh, you talking about Holy Land?
Holy Land.
That shit is gas.
It's just like that's my favorite subgenre of anime.
Oh
shit!
Like, I thought you was talking about IGZP, the Funimation anime. No, Holy Land is fucking amazing.
Oh, no. I still never seen the IG. You gotta send me the link to that one because whenever you told me about that one, I was like sold, but I could never find it after that. But like that's something I'm probably gonna binge. Like I've been binging random shit. I've been watching that Yuna.
If you like Holy Land, then you gonna fuck with Tokyo Revengers. Holy Land is great.
And I fell off of Holy Land, but I gotta go back and restart it. I only read like a couple chapters of that one. You know what I'm saying? But like it was going somewhere. You feel me? From what I read from it. But
that's
Delinquent bag is my bag. And this trailer looks really great. Like I can't even lie to you. I bullshit all these character designs feeling kind of familiar, but it looks like it's gonna be fucking dope.
No, that's gonna be a hit of next year. Next year's anime awards are gonna be crazy. Also, we gotta decide when we're gonna do that. Whether that's gonna be next week or the week of New Year's. Y'all let us know when y'all want the awards. Is it should we do it before New Year's or the week of New Year's? Like we need to, the week of New Year's leading up or the week after, just to kind of get y'all's vibes. We're gonna discuss it, but the Anime Talk Awards will either be next week or the week after. But yeah, man,
I'm excited.
That's all the news we got this week. 2021's looking amazing. Let's get into our discussion. I told Otaku God this was an amazing question, and I was going to use it, so shout out to him. Otaku God basically posed a question on Twitter of, if you could lose the knowledge of any anime and start it over from scratch today, which one would you choose? And it was tough, man, because I would love to do Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's like the first one I think of just because the story's so good, and I would love to like redo it. But Cowboy Bebop's also really up there for me just because of how Cowboy Bebop influenced my love of a lot of movies that I like. And now that I love those movies, rewatching Cowboy Bebop would be something that would be special. What's one that you got that if you could lose all the knowledge of, you would love to rewatch?
Well, I always start with Death Note. Like Death Note is iconic.
That would be a good one.
That one was one of those rides for me that I'm never gonna be able to get again because I know the mystery behind everything now. It was great. It was iconic. When I do rewatch it, it still does give me a great feeling. but I want to get that first feeling because I remember like staying up binging the fuck out of Death Note. Like I literally lost sleep on that shit. Like I finished that in less than 2 days, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take long. Like Death Note was one of the ones, it was easy to binge. I put my boy, I put our homie Doom on it and he
Yep.
fucking binged the fuck out of that too. It's just one of them stories that it punches, it hits super hard. It's a roller coaster and it just doesn't slow down. Even when it slows down for a second, it's like it hits like this, stops, and then boom, you're back on a roller coaster.
Promise
again.
Neverland's another one that would be good. Could be good because of that. Just like relearning Promise Neverland without having to read the manga, so I could get it the way you got it, just through the anime. That'd have been a ride.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that would be definitely
With no knowledge.
I remember you were watching it and you were saying you had knowledge of shit that you read the manga, so it was affecting certain things.
The manga first time reading is the vibe that like really set it for me. So watching it would have been a different one. So I'd have fucked with that. Any other?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I think I do the One Piece. I do the One Piece binge over. I'd love to do the One Piece
like
one.
A bunch of. I was thinking about that one too. Like One Piece would be a great one. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I love One Piece, but a lot, and I tell this to people all the time. Like, and I feel like I gotta get this point across. I feel like you're gonna agree with me, right? So One Piece, people get scared of the episode count. You feel me? Because it's such a long journey, but it's a kind of an adventure journey kind of anime. It's like it's not one that you. And I know you would agree to disagree because you caught up. You feel me? You want me to catch up too, but it's not one of those ones you have to rush to catch up on.
You don't
when
have
you start
to.
One Piece, it's like a casual ride to where it's fun the whole way through. To where you'll be at episode 500 and you won't realize you're at episode 500 if you're not sitting there like gotta get to Wano.
But see, yeah, but then when you want to get to it, it's like, oh, now it's time to catch up.
Yeah, you got to weed through a bunch of bullshit. Like, see me, whenever I started hitting certain parts in the Whole Cake Island arc, I was ready to get there. I knew it was coming up, and I was kind of got what I needed from the Whole Cake Island arc, and I was kind of ready for them to wrap it up and see how they wrapped it up and how shit got into the next thing. But when I first started One Piece, it was in like 2015. I guess it was before the Whole Cake Island or around that time. And I didn't really see too many spoilers on it. One of my homies, Dio, he was watching it, and he was telling me how good it was and telling me how I needed to hop on it. So and I really respected his opinion. We usually up on Yu Yu Hakusho, so I'm like, okay, you will be in one of your favorites. This is one of your favorites. I'll give it a try off the strength of that. I was a Luffy hater, bro. I was like one of them niggas bullshitting Luffy on the timeline. But when I watched it, I wasn't trying to catch up. I didn't know where he was. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that it was going to be good. And I started it. Ever since then, I've been trying to get him on Hunter x Hunter. He just refuses. You feel me? I think he just recently started it. But that's the one. Like when I watched One Piece, I took my time with it. Like it took me like a good year, maybe a little bit over a year, 2 years, maybe to get to Fishman Island arc. Then I got there and I kind of was like, all right, I need a One Piece hiatus. I had been watching it consistently for like a year or two, just binging it every once in a while. You feel me? A few episodes here and there, like whenever I had time to outside of work. And that's one of the ones that you don't have to catch up on it because it's the journey that makes One Piece so great. Like the whole you experiencing everything for the first time is such an amazement because the way Oda writes things is very dynamic and it's very he knows how to pull your heartstrings. Like whenever people experience Water 7, I'm pretty sure that's an emotion they won't get from every other anime. They won't get a lot of times. You got to go back to that and get that again.
That's a fact. No, that's why I say One Piece, but I think my top two have to be Bebop and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, just because of the story of FAMB is so good.
I got a question for you because I brought up Water 7 being a arc that's one of those ones in One Piece. If you had to like, I know you said One Piece is one of your ones that you'd go back and rewatch, but what would be the one you'd want to experience, the arc you'd want to experience the most, like the one that you remember, like first experience, and that you would want to experience that arc again?
It has to be Enies Lobby or Dressrosa. Those are the two that really like. Oh
yeah.
And I know a lot of people would say Marineford, but for me, Marineford is like Infinity War. It's a spectacle. It's like, all right, everybody's here. We're going to just throw like boom, 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 boom. It's a war. But the intricacies of like the personal stories of like Luffy with Robin in Enies Lobby, and then the story of Law and Doflamingo were so personal that like those two stories really stood out to me. So I would either choose Enies Lobby or Dressrosa.
Hell yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely think Enies Lobby and fucking and
those are
two of my favorite arcs.
To me, those are the two best arcs of One Piece: Dressrosa and Enies Lobby, and I go Marineford third. And I know that's like blasphemy because niggas love Marineford, but it's just something about what happened in Dressrosa and what happened in Enies Lobby that like really stood a chord to me.
I hate, and this is a hot take, but I hated Impel Down so much. Like
I know
Impel
you
Down
do.
is like my least favorite
I'm
One
not
Piece
mad
arc.
at it.
And I do like Marine 4, but Marine 4 is like a pocket of episodes for me that I really love, that I really feel like could be a movie. I feel like that little pocket of
It's
episodes could be a
Infinity
movie.
War, bro.
And I love it. Like I love it to death. But at the end of the day, like it definitely was impactful. But Water 7 Enies Lobby is that one.
Yeah, it
For
is.
me. So much iconic shit.
I agree with that 1000%. And I'm not an Ace guy. I fucking can't stand Ace.
I love Ace too. I don't know what it is. I fucking love Ace. And
fuck that guy.
The more I look at Ace, the more I want to joke off him, like, and just
Dude's
just
a
like,
bitch.
you know what I'm saying, make fun of him. But at the same
Dude,
time,
like
he's
wait,
lovable. He's endearing.
can you be honest? Like Luffy did everything Ace did in under a year. Like Luffy
Luffy's
got to the
definitely
new
more
world
gangster
under
brother.
a year, and like I know he had to train for 2 years, but like Ace was a bitch. He had to go serve under Whitebeard. Couldn't be his own man. Like, don't get me started about fucking
And
Ace. Like, I'm a
this is
Sabo
why-
guy. I love Sabo
This
compared
is
to
why
Ace.
I don't tolerate, you know what I'm saying, One Piece slander and shit like that, because niggas will try to bullshit the fuck out of One Piece, you feel me, based off all kind of shit. But with Ace specifically, you know what I'm saying, the whole first half of One Piece, right, before you get to the time skip, it was meant to build Luffy up into the world of One Piece, to when you get to the new world, Luffy's a big player in that world, you feel me? Everything before time skip set Luffy up to be the big dog that he is today, but Ace was just there to show you that Luffy's that nigga and Ace ain't that nigga. But in the real world, Ace got way more clout than Luffy, and he's a bigger presence because people know him for this. They attach him to this. But until Luffy gets all that, he's gonna be like the runt little brother. But whenever he dies, it kind of shows you that Luffy. And you've been knowing Luffy, been that nigga before that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Luffy's the big brother. Like, Luffy's the one that's
Ace died, bro. Ace is a bitch. Like,
he
fuck
not
that
a bitch.
nigga,
He just
bro.
he like the big brother that let the little brother surpass him. Like, he's
Fuck
like the big
that
brother
nigga,
that literally
dog.
the little brother
That's
became
why
Michael
Sabo
Jordan.
is the G. Sabo is the big brother. That's the dog, man. That's my guy.
And even Sabo is cool, but I mean,
Dragon
Sabo's a
Claw
revolutionary.
Sabo.
I fuck with Sabo. I really fuck with Sabo. But at
Sabo
the
not
same
gonna
time,
just die
Luffy
like
is
that,
nigga.
bro. Oh yeah, no, Luffy is that dude. But I'm just saying, Sabo not gonna die like no bitch. Like Sabo
They
not gonna
definitely they hold my nigga Ace. You feel?
I don't even know
me?
if Ace knew hockey. Like that's how much of a weakling Ace is. Do we even know? Like, did Ace know hockey? Bitch ass Ace. Bitch ass nigga.
I don't think so.
He was just a weakling. Like,
But man, not everybody could be Luffy and Zoro, you know what I'm saying?
nigga, let
knowing
Zoro
hockey, but
be
not everybody
stronger
know
than him.
hockey.
Like, nah, nigga, Ace, you a bitch.
But Zoro was the GOAT. Zoro was goated. But I think that Ace was just meant to be that martyr, to be like, Luffy
It's to
is
break
right
Luffy
here.
through that ceiling.
Ace is
pretty
right
much.
here, and it's to make Luffy look at this and then become this. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm with you.
And that's the only thing. I feel like Ace served his purpose. I feel like he's one of them characters. Like, to me, I don't like Kaguya because I feel like, and I understand it's the purpose of Kaguya and Naruto, but I don't like it because I feel like it's purposeless. I feel like you didn't have to add the mother of chakra and all that shit. And I feel like I guess you did, but I was cool with Madara being the last villain, not getting hold and shit like that. So I be seeing certain shit, you know what I'm saying, happen. And I feel like Ace died. I feel like you got a lot from it. Like Ace died.
But it needed to happen.
Like, he died at the same time as Whitebeard. Him and Whitebeard both died together. And I don't look like Whitebeard died like a savage. You know what I'm saying?
Whitebeard's a
died
G.
like a gangster.
But
I
Ace,
don't know many niggas that'll die standing up.
bitch ass nigga. He didn't even want to smile at the end like a D. He gave like a little. Like, I don't even call nigga wasn't even a real D, nigga. Nigga was a bitch. Like, go sit your ass down, Ace. Porpoise D Ace. Son of Roger. We're not like a hoe.
That he definitely got his ass murked, you know what I'm saying? But
Big
I feel like
facts.
he had honor. He was like he had a lot of same personality. I definitely love seeing the callback to him and Wano. You feel me? I definitely love
Ooh,
seeing
look
that.
at you spoiling shit. Like, look at you.
Well, I'm
Calm
not
down.
saying how they call, like how they call back to him. It could just be a flashback, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But I know for sure, because I knew Sabo was coming back. Like, the thing is, whenever you see adult Sabo in Jump Force, nigga, if you read in One Piece and you're like, wait, you get to after Marine 4, you just get introduced to Sabo, you're sitting there like, wait, this nigga dies. And then when they don't address that shit, for, you know what I'm saying, after he dies, it's sitting there like, wait a minute. And hopefully we explore nothing people who before that. But at the same time, like, you see adult Sabo, you know this nigga Sabo is alive.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, I knew Ace's death.
Yeah, I knew
before
Ace.
It happened. But
I knew Ace.
Tears.
I knew Ace died before I even watched One Piece, just because I played video games. That's a fact. But let's get to the review, because we got 2 episodes to cover. I know we normally do 2, but because we gave you back-to-back weeks, we had to talk about it. And I'm kind of sad that we're talking about this week's Attack on Titan, even though the episode was great, because I feel like next week's episode is going to be amazing. That's why we're starting off with AOT, because this week was kind of the reflecting episode, but it was very necessary. Episode 62, The Door of Hope. Reiner reflects on his past, remembered what pushed him to become the warrior and keep moving forward when all hope was lost. So now we get to see their beginning, Reiner's beginning of leading up to everything that happened with Paradise, where he came from, how he got there, and then how he almost committed suicide, but Falco's saved his life pretty much, and now how he's fighting to save the young warriors because he doesn't believe what they were doing in Paradise was right. It wasn't right. It wasn't just for the Marleyans. The Marleyans didn't give a damn about them. They just sent these child soldiers out here to die and basically kill people they had no idea were actually good people. You told them this whole time that they're devils, but now I built a relationship and I saw they're not devils. The devils are the people who sent us here. Crazy episode. Love the reflection, but it wasn't as good as the first 2, but it was very necessary.
For sure. I'm not gonna lie. This one's definitely continuing my theory of like they're trying to make you feel sorry for these motherfuckers and let you know like literally both
They had no
sides
choice.
are not wrong. Like at the end of the day, like they painted Rainer and they painted Bernholt as traitors, and they were. But at the end of the day, they weren't traitors because they were never loyal to niggas in the first place. They had their own loyalties and shit like that. And I love seeing how you're getting the big picture painted that war is toxic and war fucks up more people than just the main powers. Because like war isn't the people, war is the bosses telling the people what to do. But seeing how the people's lives are affected on the front lines is really important. It's really important because war isn't done with through a video game. These are real people's lives that are getting lost. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the guy who hung himself was a great like example of that. Like they couldn't understand why that dude told them that story and then just hung himself, but he was a victim of just this constant onslaught of Titans. He couldn't take it anymore. Dude just didn't want to live anymore. And it was crazy. And then seeing just Annie was like, you don't understand. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm trying to dip. I'm trying to make it home. I'm trying to live. I don't give a fuck about these Marleyans. I don't give a fuck about these people in Paradise. Like, you may care. I don't give a shit. These people don't give a fuck about us. But I'll keep doing the mission because if I go back, I'm going to die. I have to go back with all of us since you want to be a bitch and still work for these people.
Son, them niggas was mad disrespectful. They heard that man tell that story about what happened to his family and kill himself, and them niggas went right back to the gang and told them niggas that was their story. Yeah, nigga, our family was killed by Titans. Like, damn, nigga, y'all stole son's story. That nigga just killed himself. Y'all down terrible, bro. That was some disrespectful, ferocious shit.
They down terrible when they let Ymir eat they nigga.
Bro, and then I didn't even know that was Ymir till I had to watch it a second time. I was like, what, is that for real? And that's just terrible.
But that's how she knew. That's how when she was like, I know y'all, because she was wandering around in the desert as a Titan for forever, and she only came to because she ate that nigga.
Yeah, for buku years. I want to say it was like
hundreds.
40, 50 something. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot. It was a lot of years. She was out there fucking tightening it up. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't change back. Crazy.
She ate they fucking homie, and they were just like, shit. And we gotta go.
And their first action was like, yeah, let's just go destroy Wall Maria.
And the fucked up part about that to me is that was like a last ditch effort because they was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Shit was going wrong and they had to make shit go right. And the thing with me is, bro, fucking first of all, damn, I can't believe I'm blanking on her name right now.
Which one, Annie?
Annie. Damn, I can't believe I couldn't think of her name, but she whooped the fuck out of Rainer's ass. Like, oh my God, that ass whooping was brutal. You could really see the frustration. You could feel the weight. She was one of my favorite characters this episode because she was one of my favorite characters season 1. Even though you hate her towards the end of season 1,
this episode really made you like her.
Like, a lot of people don't think, because I knew she was female Titan. When I saw female Titan, like not too long into it, I was like,
just for how she looks. Yeah, just for how the Titan looks itself.
I'm sitting there the whole time. It wasn't confirmed. I'm sitting there like,
that's the only one.
That's Annie, right?
That's the only Titan that looks like the person that it is. Because Reiner's Titan doesn't look like him. Bertolt's Titan, I really didn't know that was him.
No,
and like Aaron's Titan kind of looks like him, but not really. But Annie's Titan looks like him.
With Reiner's Titan, I was like, I should have knew that was you, but I didn't. With Anne, I was like, I knew that's Anne. Like, I knew that was you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you see the contrast in her personalities from season 1 to this episode. Like, she was a completely different person than what she
But that's because
was.
she had to be.
And I love that about it. I love that about this episode, because you see her be that cold, hardcore, quiet kind of character in season 1. And you know why by the end of season 1, but at the beginning, you really, even till the end of season 3, you really don't know her personality. But now you get more of a window into the real, you know what I'm saying, the real Annie.
Yeah.
And it's definitely nuts to see. She's a real person just like anybody else. She didn't want to be out there doing that shit. That was a mission to her. She wanted to turn around when the mission was starting to fail, and they made her keep doing that shit. And even when they stayed out there for a long time, she was like, hey, we need to go back and report this shit.
Yeah,
He was like, nah,
time.
son, we're not going back empty-handed.
We
She's
gotta
like,
we gotta take our wall roads. And she was like, bro, still, like, your ass is not in the sewers getting information. Like, I'm the one risking it. Nigga, you playing with your friends. Like, take this serious, or we're gonna bring our fucking ass home. Like, you're clowning. But that's true. Reiner was just making connections, and she was like, I don't give a fuck about these people, bro. Like, I got a family back home. Like, I'm trying to get to them. Like, you are clowning. I'm sorry, you're just living in this fantasy world, playing pretend. Like, bro, it's time to go.
Try to be a fucking hero.
Yep.
He trying to keep that shit to, so he trying to act like, you know what I'm saying?
But all that guilt, that's why he wanted to. But all that guilt built up from doing that to Annie and doing all the things they did to Aaron and them, and befriending Aaron and realizing that, like, everything he believed in before was a lie, and, like, the trauma of having his dad not want him because he wasn't Marleyan, like, all of that led to him wanting to kill himself. And that scene where he had the gun in his mouth, he started crying. That was such a powerful scene when Falco saved his life. He was gonna die. Like, if Falco didn't knock, he was done.
Facts. And he was like, he loaded the shit, cocked the shit.
He was ready.
Bro, he was gone. And the thing is, I'm sitting there like, damn, after all that shit? But you know what really stood out to me as well? Like, they really, 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 really drew that comparison to Aaron. Even when they went to the flashback of Aaron, you feel me? Rainer, whenever Aaron was, remember how he was trying to get the OPT to work or whatever it was? He was trying to get the shit to work, the equipment, and he just couldn't get it. And he asked Rainer, he was like, bruh, how do you do it? And Rainer, like, that was real genuine. Like, he was like, bro, you gotta keep pushing through it. It's like, you gotta do what you gotta do, nigga. You gotta think about that when you're doing shit. Like, that's the only
and that was a
way I get through shit.
That was fake, so fake.
It was fucked up, because the thing is, you see him say that, and you see him put the gun in his mouth, but he literally told Aaron, keep going, bro. He told Aaron, keep going. And the thing with me is, Aaron came up fucked up. He came up fucked up. And then the thing is, realizing that, oh shit, a lot. He didn't even realize Aaron was a Titan at that point in time, but he still felt that connection to that kid being the little underdog, because Aaron really was. Nigga was the only nigga whose shit didn't work, and found out it was faulty. But at the same time, he was the only one looking like he was struggling. And Rainer, from the whole episode, they showed his ass get beat the fuck up. And my nigga Zeke was like, "Hey y'all, come on, let that man cry." Like, that shit, just like, nigga, he get his ass whooped on the rag. Like, that's just him. He'll cry. Let him cry it off. It's like, really.
Zeke told him, "Don't cry too long, too, nigga. You can cry, but don't cry too long."
All right, nigga.
Yo, I don't fuck with Zeke, bro. Fuck that nigga Zeke. Zeke is a bitch.
Zeke is definitely a different character. I definitely want to see a little bit more of his story, because he's definitely got a lot of mystery to him. You feel me? I like the last episode where he was talking about, nigga, that wipe my ass, like how he shitted on son the last episode. He's like, that's the only secret I got, motherfucker. Like, niggas know about me. But he's definitely intriguing. Like, people are starting to fuck with Rainer, or I'm not really starting to fuck with him. I'm starting to feel bad for him,
bro. I don't even feel bad for him. Fuck that nigga, dog. Fuck that nigga Reiner. I feel more bad for Bertolt. That's what I feel bad for.
Daddy had shitted on him. Like,
I feel bad for Bertolt and Annie. That's what I feel bad for. Annie's still over in paradise on Frozen, and Bertolt's dead.
I really feel bad about her. They did her that.
Like, fuck that nigga Reiner, dog. Nigga living life, pussy ass.
I don't really fuck with nobody on that side except for really Annie.
Me neither.
I really fucked with her from day one.
And I definitely don't fuck with Gabby. Fuck that bitch Gabby.
No, it's fuck Gabby for sure. Like, nigga, it's fuck Gabby. It was fuck Rachel spring. It was fuck Makima all summer. Now it's fuck Gabby, son. No cap. This Gabby gotta go, bro. She's the worst. Like, last episode, I'm still stung off of that.
The only one I fuck with is Falco on this side.
I definitely don't fuck with Rainer after that speech he gave last episode about Homegirl, because this whole episode make that speech make you look even more like a bitch. Like, you look like a bitch.
That's all he is. He's a fake phony pretending to be that nigga who got ate by Ymir. And that's why Porco was like, nigga, you keep pretending to be my brother. That's all you doing, nigga. So.
And that's down terrible, bro. Like, they just some horrible niggas in general. That's why
they had
I
a bad
feel
life.
Bad for Bertholdt, but like Rainer, I feel bad for him and Bertholdt and all them just in general of what they were thrown into, because it's not really their fault.
It's
like,
not
when I saw
fault.
his dad. his dad do that to him, I'm like, okay, he's definitely a fucked up. It's fuck him. He's a fucked up individual, but he's definitely got some trauma that he is not dealing with healthily because he has no
But his
other
dad
way
has
to.
no choice. That's the fucked up thing, because his dad fell in love with an Eldian, but he knows that's against the law, and it's like you can't help who you love, but like.
And it's definitely fucked up in his position too. And I understand how he's acting and how he's acting, but like imagine Rainer, growing
Being
up
fucked
like
up.
that.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up for sure.
That's even, not saying it's even worse for him, but it's fucked up on both sides.
Oh no,
and
it's
might
probably
be even
worse
on
for
one
him.
side.
No, it's definitely worse for Rainer.
That nigga's life is a mistake. That nigga, he is a mistake. You feel me?
That's what he believes, for sure. What would you rate this episode 1 through 5? I'm giving it a 4.2 just to keep our episode rankings lower. But like, I understand if you give it 4 or 5.
I'm giving this shit 4.8.
4.8?
Tug the heartstrings so much, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel that. I'm going up to 4.5. I'm going up to 4.5.
This one fucked me up, bro. Like with the Aaron comparison, really, because he's looking at Aaron whenever Aaron was like, "Man, I'm just a bitch ass nigga," and fucking you see him, he's like, "Nah, man." You gotta understand him being the bitch ass nigga.
He is
looking
still a
like
bitch,
that
yeah.
nigga. Like he's looking like that nigga to Aaron. Aaron's like, damn, he know how to work his fucking OPT, which is like, I guess his only fucking bar at that point. You feel me? But he's looking up to this nigga.
This nigga is just lying.
But that's why it hurts so bad when you figure out he's a trainer, because I feel like that's a traitor. Because that's the character. That's a character that Aaron low key looked up to. I don't think he ever said Aaron's my idol. I mean,
but he looked at him like a big brother, like someone that was just ahead of him that knew what he was doing, and like. Yeah, no, 100%.
You could tell that there was that relationship on Rainer's part. He's looking at him like, damn, little nigga.
Do you think?
How we gotta do you? It's fucked up how we gotta do you.
What you think about the cripple guy?
Wait, the cripple guy
that keeps talking to Falco.
Wait, what you mean? I forgot. I don't remember the cripple guy.
The dude who said he was faking to be at the hospital when he could go back to his family. The nigga with the with one leg who was talking to Falco at the end.
Oh, I didn't think too much about it. I didn't think too much of it.
You don't think nothing of it?
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that part. I rewatched the first half.
Do you not know who that is? Has the timeline not spoiled that for you?
No. What happened?
You don't know who that is?
I don't remember. I gotta go back and look. Let me pull this up.
The nigga at the end. Wait. The nigga at the end that's talking to Falco with the long hair, the cripple nigga.
I might be missing something, bro. Don't tell me.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure.
No, you're not missing nothing. But like, I'm surprised you don't
shit to the goddamn credits, nigga. I feel like. Oh wait.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you at what time frame he in. He at. Oh, I'm on JJK. Fuck.
Cause I'm not curious.
Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get to it because I'm surprised you haven't brought up the cripple guy yet.
That shit's still loading.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna tell you a time. All right, go to 20 minutes and 22 seconds.
Maybe I just forgot about it. Let me see.
The nigga who talking to Falco with the crutch, the cripple guy.
Oh, wait. Now I think I know who you're talking about.
Who is this?
I'm pulling it up right now. Let me see. You said 20 what?
22. Or you could do 20, 40, whatever, but just 20 something.
Man, I'm getting the goddamn fucking
buffer. That's why you need to be on VRV. Moves fast. Or maybe your internet just slow. One of the two.
My Wi-Fi garbage around here.
That's what I think it is.
All right, I'm seeing Falco. Oh, Kenny?
You think that's Kenny?
Kenny?
Talking to Falco?
I think that's... Wait, no. Nigga got a fucking beard and shit.
Who you
I
think
saw Kenny earlier. Kenny was earlier in there.
Kenny was in the flashback. That's a fact. But who do you think is the cripple guy talking Falco? You really don't know? Ah,
nigga got long hair. Nigga got a beard and shit. Wait a minute now. His face. Hold up. I didn't see his face behind him fucking long ass hair because I was thinking about that. I forgot about this nigga because I was thinking about that whenever I was watching this. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? I just thought he was just some random ass nigga. But that they got a close up on his face through the bangs a second ago. I feel like I should know who this is.
You should.
Especially because I see that one little eye. But no, the time I didn't spoil that for me.
That's crazy. Oh, I'm hyped. You don't know
all the shit I took from this episode. I cannot for the life of me think of who this is.
This is amazing. This is amazing content for people who know who this is. And this nigga don't know who this is. You're going to be mind blown when you find out who this is then.
It's been a while since I watched the first 3 seasons. I haven't watched it since season 3 ended. You feel me? I should have been catching up again. You feel me?
Well, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm
looking in the comments on Crunchyroll and nobody even spoiling it.
Because they know.
Oh, I had the spoilers turned off. What the fuck? You gonna make me rewatch this shit a couple times.
Love it. I love it.
But
Hell yeah.
we gotta tap back into this next episode.
I'm gonna keep asking, who is this guy? And we gonna keep.
Because I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think a second thought of it when I first seen him. I'm like, okay, this is a random ass conversation with
random
this nigga. 'Cause I really
guy.
don't fuck with Falco, bro. I really don't fuck with Falco at all. Nigga holding me.
See,
like I don't fuck with none of them.
You needed to pay attention to the convo of Falco. The convo that crippled dude had with Falco is very important.
All right, I'm about to go. I'm gonna rewatch that. I definitely got to see what's going on.
You got to rewatch it
over my head.
You gonna know who it is. The moment
was so deep to me. I should have known this shit had a lot of significance.
The fact of please pay attention to everything he tells Falco, because you gonna know who it is the moment we finish this. You gonna know who it is once you hear what he tells him. Crazy.
That's not how that nigga always look though, right? Because damn,
that's how he looked. I'm just saying. All right, we're done. We're off of this, ladies and gentlemen. This is hilarious. This is amazing content. I can't wait till next time we review this, because I hope the episode
what the fuck
happens. Chris is gonna lose his mind. All right, let's get to JJK episode 12. Great episode. To You Someday, Mahito definitely uses Yoshihino's admiration toward him to make him fight Itadori. Junpei races towards vengeance, and Itadori exchanges blows with him to try and make him explain his motive, which leads to him learning the cruel truth from Junpei's lips. Then when Mahito creeps up behind them, he then kills Junpei, turns him into transfigures his soul, turns him into a creature, and Junpei dies. And basically, fucking Itadori, Yuji has to fight Mahito, and him and Sukuna laugh at him. It's a great moment where we see the two demons laughing at him, and then fucking Yuji goes full just Deku goes Deku against Overhaul Mad, but more so Gone against P2 Mad, where the fucking screen just goes black and we just see all his cursed energy go up, and he just starts busting Mahito's ass, and then Mahito starts busting his ass, and basically Nanami has to save him, and then the episode ends with Nanami and Yuji versus Mahito. But a great episode to show how strong the villain Mahito is, and just show he's a compelling villain. And I loved when Sukuna was like, bro, me and you laughed at this nigga Yuji, but don't get it twisted, nigga. I am not fucking with you. Don't touch my fucking soul. Use a lower ranked demon, nigga. Know your fucking place. Fuck you, Mahito.
Yeah, that nigga literally said, hey, we shared that laugh one time, so I'm gonna spare you this time. I'm gonna let you know, nigga. Stay in a bitch nigga's place, nigga. Yeah. You not me. You never gonna be me. You not on my level. Get it out your head right now. Just know the only reason why I'm letting you live right now is because I fuck with that.
I fuck the fact you laughed at this bitch ass nigga Yuji Itadori.
You are nobody to me.
Like, I love the fact that you laughed at
the way Mahito was talking about that nigga before. Like, that nigga the way he was talking about, we bring Sukuna out. We was talking about that nigga, he was like, oh, let's go. And Sukuna was like, sit the fuck back. You're not ready for this.
He was like, we gonna get Sukuna on my side. Like, we gonna be, nah, nigga, fuck you. Like, I got my plan.
There, like you have trying to offer me.
You trying to get Yuji. You don't understand. You trying to make me make a pact with him. You just don't know. I already made a pact with this bitch ass nigga. And I got him right where I want him.
The whole time. I'm sitting there like he wanting the pact to get made. Yuji don't even know the fucking pact is done.
It's
pact
over.
Is made. Sukuna's about to have fun, it looks like. He's just waiting on the perfect time to show his ass.
What'd you think of Mahito as a villain, and what'd you think of the fight? And what more so, what'd you think of Junpei, man, getting used like a bitch? And then when he realized Mahito was a bad person, he just was like, what have I done?
I got thoughts on all of that. Like, first things first, this is a 24-episode season. If it was your usual typical 12-episode season, this would have been a great finale.
Yeah.
Great finale. Love the fight. It was an icon. It's my favorite fight so far in the series. Held a lot of weight for me. At first, the beginning of the episode was moving kind of rapidly, and I was just sitting there like, where's this going? And then once the fight started ensuing, there were two graphic ass fucking fights in both of these episodes we watched this week. And Attack on Titan, whenever I saw,
Annie whooped that dude's ass.
That made me physically uncomfortable because she didn't stop, and then she just kept going and kept going. I was like, bro, this is nobody calling timeout. Like, nobody separating these niggas. But at the same time, with this one,
Mahito's face was fucked up when you
fucked Mahito's face. I want to go read the manga to see how that panel looks.
Oh yeah, it looks crazy. The thing in the manga, I was so happy they accomplished the Sukuna and Mahito laughing at him, because in the manga it was fucking just bone chilling, just damn, I feel bad for Yuji. And just like the way that Geiji drew it, it was beautiful. And I gotta say, the anime accomplished it very well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read the manga, but the anime definitely, it looked amazing. You feel me? The black and white scenes.
Yeah, it looked great.
The fight, the fight with Yuji versus Junpei was iconic to me because this nigga Yuji Itadori really whooped this man ass out the building and whooped his ass back in the building. Iconic, nigga. You up there with Yusuke Urameshi for me. That's a flex. You whooped the nigga ass outside and uppercutted that nigga back inside.
Yeah.
Disrespectful, son. That's the ultimate disrespect. You was whooping that boy ass too bad, son. Why you had to do that boy that? And then instantly feel sorry for that nigga afterwards because I really
because Yuji
thought
didn't
they
know
were
his
going
mom
somewhere.
died, and then he found out his mom died. Crazy.
And that
Also,
was hard. That was a hard way to realize
I don't like that Yuji thought he could join the Jujutsu Tech. Like Junpei ass now
I
wasn't gonna
did.
join no. You liked
I
it?
liked it.
I just in
I
the back of my
liked it,
mind, I was
bro.
like, God, you're not about to accept this nigga Junpei. Like even
At first,
if,
I was like, Junpei a bitch ass nigga, but then I was like, he's low key a product of what happened.
oh
to him.
yeah, no, he is 100%. But that don't mean
So I
that
really
that
felt
doesn't mean
sorry, like-
Goju was gonna accept his ass.
Like creature.
I felt bad for creature Junpei, but he asked for that.
Creature Junpei was so sad.
You shouldn't have went go work with this nigga Mahito. You don't know who he is, and all of a
But
sudden
he
your
was
mama
fucked
turned
up in
into
the
a
head.
curse. Like the fact that your mom turned into a curse. You never thought
Mahito
that
preyed
like
off that nigga, bro. Like that nigga preyed on that nigga.
He
Mahito
did.
definitely like he was like on some like weird vibe type, you know what I'm saying? Manipulation type
No,
shit.
for
He
sure.
realized this nigga was down on the depths. Like, oh shit. Oh, these niggas was beating your ass and bullying you. I just murdered these niggas. Nigga,
And he
come
was
rock
just
with me, nigga. I'm
looking-
your hero, nigga.
He was just looking for a reason to like live, man, and like he didn't realize. And the thing is, when Junpei realizes that Mahito killed his mom, he was like, "Fuck, I'm an idiot." Like
What
just
can I
the
do,
tear
though? You know
when
what
his
I'm saying?
eye
He's sitting there,
dropped. When Yuji was like, "He's a bad person," he was like, "He's a bad person." And he thought about all the transfigurations. When the tear came down his eye, I just felt bad for him. But that's you, Junpei. You shouldn't have been following that nigga.
And at first, I didn't like. At first, I was mad at him, but then I realized that shit happened to him so fast. Everything
did.
happened to him so fast that it's hard to take in and it's hard to comprehend, especially when you're his age. Like a lot of shit about this show is keeping these kids as kids. Like seeing Megumi versus homeboy with the hair bun. You feel me? Toto or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Seeing them fight, I'm like, man, these are two teenage niggas fighting over some stupid shit, and it's funny to watch. These niggas just so happen to be super strong. When you see fucking Junpei, his whole character for the last 3 episodes, he's just like, oh, this Pete Wins emo nigga. So it's like these are high school kids. The whole thing with damn, I forget homeboy's name with the glasses.
Oh, Nanami.
Nanami. The whole thing with Nanami wanting to keep Yuji's innocence is because that shit has a real impact on people. And I like how the mangaka is definitely highlighting the fact that emotions are a real thing.
And things that affect you in your younger days come back to affect you.
Yuji. And you're not in your right mind. Like, I don't really blame Junpei because he's just a young nigga who some fucked up shit happened to him real quick. He's still taking that shit off, like he's taking that shit in. He's still dealing with the trauma of losing his mom. He's not handling that shit healthily, but he's not over that. That shit didn't just happen and he's on the next stage. Everything he's doing is a result of him being confused, scared. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel even worse for him seeing him turn to a curse because, like, damn, there's no hope for him now. That nigga's gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, at first, they want you to look at him as the villain. He's like Mahito's sidekick. And I'm looking at it on some, like, villain, big villain, underling villain. He's going to take him under his wing. But it's like, bro, he really was... Yuji saw the good in him, and Yuji was like, no, bro. And I didn't see the good in that nigga he tried to save that was like, what, a rapist or whatever a couple episodes ago? I was like, Yuji, let that fuck nigga die.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Megumi was like, nigga, no, you know who this dude is?
Yeah.
And Yuji was like, he don't deserve to die. I was like, let that motherfucker sit. You don't even know that nigga. You feel me? But he built a relationship with Junpei, and you definitely see that Junpei is a real person. Like, he definitely didn't want to fuck with Yuji when they first interacted, but he ended up leaving that conversation. We're like, okay, this nigga's not that bad. He's still an annoyance in my life because I know what I got to do, or I feel like I know what I got to do. But while he's in the midst of doing that, his mom dies, and then I don't blame him for not knowing how to react to that shit. And it's definitely heavy, the fact that they killed him the way they did, and Yuji reacted to it the way he did, because that's, to me, super powerful.
That's worse than like a death.
Writing.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be real corny and cringy, but it definitely pulled my heartstrings more than it should have. And then seeing Nanami pull up and be like, what happened? Like, look at you, nigga. And he's like, I couldn't save niggas. And Nanami's like, damn, it's fucked up.
What about your body, nigga? Like, you got holes in you. Like, I'm not asking about these other niggas. I want to know how are you, bro? And he's like, I'm all right. And he's like, nah.
That's
nigga,
a lot about Yuji's
right.
character. Yuji will take on whatever burden.
Shows he's a good MC. This episode was great. I'm giving this one a 5. This one deserves a 5. Big 5s.
5
Big
for
5s.
Sure. 5 energy for me.
5. Shout out to Birdman. Big 5s. That's what this one
definitely fucking Yuji's up there, one of my top MCs of all time. There was been a lot of speculation before we started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. There's been a lot of talk of me saying Jujutsu Kaisen's the next Demon Slayer. I can full-heartedly say Yuji Itadori greater than sign Tanjiro Kamabako.
Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying? But I still
Thank
love Demon Slayer as a
you.
series
No,
and shit like that. But
I know.
I'm a big fan of Inosuke. Tanjiro has never been my nigga, but Yuji is, bro, like I've had an impactful MC like this in the past 10 years with Mob. You feel me? I wasn't fucking with Gon as hard as I was fucking with other niggas. I was fucking with Tanjiro, but Mob is the only nigga that broke into my top 5 favorite MCs of all time. He's there too. He's getting there. You feel me? Like he's breaking in. You feel me?
He's a
So
great
I definitely
character.
respect him. He's not your typical shonen MC. They handled the way he's an MC hero character very well.
Yeah, they do.
It's super realistic.
I am loving JJK. Well, hell yeah, Chris, man. That's all we got this week. Tell the people they can find you on social media.
Well, you can find me being fancy with my wine glass and my pinky out on my Twitter at ChrisSJ. You can see all the hot takes. If you want to see me stand Uzi, you know what I'm saying? That's where to find it at. If you want to see what I've been watching, what I've been reading recently, my anime list. Maybe want to skip. I've been updating that bitch up to like, nigga, all the hentai I've watched in the game. If I remember the title, it's on my watch list and I have rated it. I rated it in the level of enjoyment from literally the spin-off series. I've shown the like how little I've watched of some series and how much I've watched of some series, embarrassing as it may be. So if y'all want to find some random shit out about the Chrissa and read along what I've been reading lately, I gotta say one of them that's intrigued me. I don't know if you've seen this on the timeline, but there's a couple manga that I've been peeping out lately. I'm not too far into either one of them. I'm gonna say 4 or 5 chapters. But definitely peep out. I don't know what the title is in Japanese, but the Japanese name is blowing up more than the English name. But it's like Song of the Nightwalkers. That shit is kind of hard. Like the aesthetic is very unique. I love the character designs in this manga. And there was another one. I think it's like Galaxium or something like that. Crazy etchy shit, but it's like a battle manga. It's like you see Bruce Lee. There's like a Chuck Norris character. You see, it's like a bunch of odes to these OG action characters, and it's like it's definitely like a parody kind of etchy series to where it's like there's a girl kind of main character robot-esque. I don't know how to explain it without spoiling shit, but it's definitely, I'll say, interesting to say the least, and the art style is crazy. It reminds me of like some Berserk Super Saiyan shit. So it's definitely a good Saints bag. Galaxium, if y'all interested in that.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Chris and check out his My Anime List shit. Y'all should check out Mission the Shonen Jump. I started reading. I'm basically reading all the Shonen Jump right now, man. Pretty much. Damn near. But fucking
reading Sakamoto Days?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love it. But Mission Yozakura Family. Mission Yozakura Family, fire.
That one out. I've been seeing a lot of that one too.
Fire. Gas pack, amazing. I love that. But you guys can follow me at LinBWT, follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to check out all the content on the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. If you listen to this on the Anime Podcast, Spotify, subscribe. We're gonna have the Eden Zero video coming for you. We're gonna have the Akira Run It Back finally coming for you. So guys, just be patient. All of that's coming. But until the next time, we will talk to you. The next time we talk to you will probably be the Anime Talk Awards. Until then, have a good one and peace.